Welcome to the Living in Utah live question and answer session Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. I try to make it every week, just an open forum. If you have any kind of questions, if you want to talk about the state of Utah, the United States, real estate investing, you name it, I'm game. Tonight, I want to talk about the real estate market. I try to do this every month, give an idea where we're at. Average pricing for 4 or 5 counties throughout the state, some of the larger counties throughout the state. Give people an idea, are we increasing a lot? Are we decreasing a lot? Transactions going up, transactions going down, just a broad perspective. And I don't isolate any data. So it includes homes, townhomes, all combined together for the average price. So I don't exclude anything. So you can have $1 million homes, you can have $400,000 homes, what has sold in that county for that month and what the average price is. So every month, it's the same data. And if anybody ever did want some other data, I could always go there. Let's take a look and see where we're at. Let's start at the North Cache County, cities like Logan, Hiram, Nibley. All right. So for March, the median price was $423,250. 104 transactions, quite the jump from February where we saw 63 transactions. I mean, that's a 50% increase in March. And I've noticed that over the last couple months, a lot more people entering the market. And you might think the price has gone down. We were $440 in February, but when I compare $423 to like maybe December, January, we're in about the same ballpark there. So just getting back to probably where we were at there in December, January, where the market was. Let's take a look at the next county down. That would be Box Elder County. Okay. Brigham City, Tremonton, Honeyville, Deweyville. Quite a few small towns in that area. Country Living. 418,000 for the month of March. A little bit of an increase from February, but pretty much in line to where we were at in December and January, around that 410 to 425. We're bouncing around right in there again at the 418 mark, kind of splits those two numbers. But transaction count, 53 compared to 45. About a 20% increase, maybe 15%. Next county down, Weber County or Weber County, however you would like to pronounce it. Cities like Roy, Ogden, North Ogden, South Ogden, West Haven, just to name a few. March, we were at $435,000, an increase from the previous 3 months, 410, 419, 420. Now we're up to 435. 295 transactions, just slightly above February. Cache County had a bigger increase, larger increase. The next county down, Davis County, have military base located there. Cities like Layton, Kaysville, Farmington, Bountiful, Syracuse. At the end of March, we were 515,000. This county too, slight increase from 490 to 509 to 515. Transaction count was 287 compared to 274. Not much of an increase on transaction count from February. The next county Salt Lake County. It's the largest county we have in the state. Salt Lake City is the major city. West Valley, Sandy, Mill Creek, 525,000, about exactly, almost exact to February. No real increase over February. There has been a slight increase since December. We were 491, 500, and 525. So looks like we are trending upwards in Salt Lake County. Transaction count was a considerable increase from 895 to 990. That's over 10% increase in transactions. How about Utah County? Provo, Orem, Lehigh, Saratoga Springs. In March, we were $490,000, just a slight increase from February at 485. Overall, we're at about the same range since December, 478 to 490, about a $12,000 difference. Transaction count 642, 637 for February. No significant increase on transaction count month over month. About the southern part of the state. Washington County. Major city would be St. George, Utah. And we finished the month at 522. Slight increase over February. But this particular county was going down, 575 or 577 down to 507, now back up to about 522. Some significant decrease, about $70,000 decrease, and now we're back up about $25,000. Transaction count has increased significantly, 192 transactions from 129. It's almost a 50% increase in transactions, or might be a little higher, 50%. Half of 130 would be 65. So, yeah, around 50%. So that covers the state of Utah pretty much from top to bottom, the major counties that we have. A couple counties saw transact. What stood out to me was there was quite a few counties, 1, 3, maybe 4. Transaction count had increased significantly, a lot more activity in the market. A couple of the counties, the transaction count was fairly stagnant, about the same. Might be a short trend. We'll see how the numbers stack out on next month's rental market in Davis County. Well, in general, if you are looking for a single family home, it's tougher to find than apartments. There are more apartments available than single family homes. And there's a variety of reasons for that. But in general, throughout the state, you will find typically larger inventory when it comes to apartments compared to single family homes. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you are looking for a single family home, it's a little more competitive. So have to definitely search a little. Apartments are a little easier to find. Matter of fact, on my journeys throughout some of the counties, I'm now seeing 4 lease signs on apartment buildings. So there is vacancy pretty much throughout my travels. I'm noticing for lease signs. Maybe we have overbuilt in the apartment industry. I mean, apartments, every single city, apartment. It's just like a running joke that if there's a spare piece of land, they're going to build an apartment on it. So there has been a lot of construction, and there's still construction going on for apartments. Hope that helps you out a little bit. If you are located, outside the state and you're not familiar with the state of Utah, and if you are looking for a rental, my recommendation would be to go to a website. Let me write it in the comment here. KSL.com. You can go to some of the rental locations like Rent. I'm not too sure the exact address for them, but KSL is a local news station, radio station, TV network, you name it. They have a website that is used by Utahns for everything from, if you're looking for a car, a refrigerator, concert tickets, apartment rentals, you name it. One of the reasons it is very popular is it's free to list. If I want to sell my washing machine, I can put it on there for free. Now, they do have some paid ads that'll jump you to the top of the list. I do have a video on my channel too about this. But go on there up in the top corner. I think it will say like homes, or maybe it's on their classified section. Look for rentals in there. Most landlords, most property managers in Utah will put their inventory on that website because it's free. No charge. So, and in some cases, you'll find rentals on there that are not listed on the national sites, especially if you're looking at like Craigslist. In Utah, Craigslist is used very, very little. Maybe with some of the people who moved to the state of Utah, but people who live in the state of Utah use KSL.com. So, and even out of state, people from Wyoming, Idaho, they're on KSL.com looking for cars, trucks. My father-in-law had to sell my father-in-law's pickup. I drove it down 3.5 hours from Idaho all the way down here to Utah, cleaned it all up, put it for sale on KSL.com. The buyer came from Rexburg, Idaho. They drove for 3 hours all the way down here to pick the truck up. So it's amazing how they search it too. And the lady, she's like, I'm driving down from Rexburg. Can you hold it? I said, oh, I understand. Totally understand. And I held the vehicle for her till she got down here at like 5 or 6 o'clock and let her have first refusal. And she bought it and took it home. But it's highly used by people in Utah and elsewhere. So look on KSL.com. And if you, in future, great website to have. If you ever want to sell anything, a vehicle, washing machine, free. You can list it on there for free. So great resource. Like I say, you'll find everything. There's even a section on there, or they used to have a section on there. I haven't been on there in a long time. They even had a free section. Like if you felt the chair or your couch, you felt maybe you thought, I can't really charge somebody $50 for my couch because it's worn out. You could put it on there for free, and you'd probably get a student and they would come by and go, I'll take it. It's free. But the person who listed that item on KSL didn't pay a penny. So, called it, hold it away. So I actually did that with, washing machine or a dryer or something I bought one time. I bought one at Costco and had to get rid of the old one. And I just put an ad on there. Does anybody collect scrap metal? And my phone lit up and somebody come and picked it up. I didn't have to haul that away. It was nice. So I was ready to put it in my truck and take it to the city dump, but nope. So I'll look at those. As far as interest rates coming down anytime soon, the official word, Mr. Powell, who runs the Federal Reserve, last week made an announcement that there would be no interest rate cut at the moment. His projection for the year, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. And the words that he used was he penciled in a 0.25% decrease 3 times this year. So that if he does decrease the interest rate, his plan was for 0.25% each time for a total of 0.75%. Now, he does say that. He pencils in that. That's his forecast. He can always take that pencil, flip it around, and erase it. And so, but that's from the man in charge of our Federal Reserve. That's the official word. I have to go with that. So that's I'm going to go with what they say. And they're looking at a lot of numbers. Unemployment numbers came out this week. I'm not too sure unemployment numbers were. I usually keep on top of that to see where we're at. Last week's numbers, unemployment claims were not favorable, I would say, for interest rate cuts at the moment. The biggest thing they're looking at is the inflation number. They want to get it down to, I think, about the 2% range, and we have a long way to go to get to the 2% range. Will we get there? Who knows? So, but that's the official word. No rate cut last week. He does meet once a month. I believe it's once a month. And he determines if there's going to be an increase or a decrease. And I think we're going on 6 or 7 months of no increase. Now, that's good news. That's very good news. We were constant increase. And I think we're 6 or 7 months down the road now with solid no increases. So maybe the logic is maybe next decrease. So I do think he's trying really hard. I think they're trying really hard not to have any more rate increases. They understand how it affects the overall economy with everything, car loans, you name it. Any more questions tonight? If not, I'm going to call it an evening. Everybody has a great weekend. Take care.